Hello everyone, this is the 108 guy, and today we are doing another album review with that little girl. With that little girl right there. What's your name, little girl?
Emma.
108 girl. So today we are going to be reviewing, as I might have said, and I forgot, as in the last video, on the last album review, I said I forgot to rate Beatles for Sale. Well, I forgot to rate Help. So Help is a 10 out of 10. And here we start, Revolver. One of my favorite albums, not my favorite anymore. It once was, but here we go. So, Taxman, George Harrison. It's pretty good, I must say. Good opening. It's nice that he opens a song for once. He didn't even open a song, which I think is kind of good. You know, he was known as like the worst Beatle, even though there was no worst Beatle, but anyway. Taxman's a 10 out of 10. Eleanor Rigby went to number 1. They went on to this thing. Find it. I think it's number 16. I see it. I can see it. There.
It's raining.
Oh no, it's raining again? Oh my gosh, it's like the third time it's rained. We're in Tennessee. Yesterday, when I recorded, we were in Ohio. And we were in Kentucky. And now we're in Tennessee, heading to Georgia. No, well fine. You can look at A Hard Day's Night. Do not take anything out of it. And Emma somehow, Beatles for Sale is like down there. It fell, and I'm trapped, so I can't move very much. So Eleanor Rigby's a 10 out of 10.
Also, we got this video.
Emma. Alright, I want you to rate A Hard Day's Night. What would you give it? How much? 1 to 10. What would you give it?
1 to 10.
No, I know. 1 to 10. A 1 out of 10, Emma? Or a 10 out of 10? Or a 9 out of 10? Or an 8 out of 10? Or a 7 out of 10? What would you give it? Good. Emma gave A Hard Day's Night a 10 out of 10. Alright. I'm in my Angry Birds blanket. I reviewed a long time ago, back in grade 1. So, anyway, I'm Only Sleeping. It was at one point my favorite song of all. It's not anymore, but I don't really have a favorite as of right now. But I'm Only Sleeping is definitely a 10 out of 10. Love You Too. Mom doesn't like it. And then she goes from a song that she doesn't like to a song that is her favorite, which we're about to go to in a sec. So Love You Too is definitely a 10, but I just don't know where it says Love You Too. I'm still looking for that part. I don't know where, but who cares? I thought she was unbuckling herself there. Highway. So Love You Too is a 10. And now for my mom's favorite of all. Here, There, and Everywhere. It's a favorite of a lot of people. It's a really good one. It's a really nice song. Everyone likes it. It's definitely a 10. Alright. This is where Ringo starts to improve. Got him himself right there. Right there. He improves with Yellow Submarine.
We got this video.
No, we actually have this one. Anyway. Emma has a new. Emma doesn't live right now.
And the closest Beatle album ever.
Anyway, boy, I'm really slowing this down. 10 out of 10 for Here, There, and Everywhere. Oh, wait, no, I've already done that. Yellow Submarine's a 10 out of 10. She Said, She Said. Not my favorite on the album. It's still a 10 out of 10. Good day. Once again, not one of my favorites on the album. But I'm going to give that one an 8 out of 10. No. A 9 out of 10, that one. It's still pretty good. Hats. I reviewed this blanket like 2 years ago in like my second album, my second review. You may remember if I can just find the right part.
Give me another Beatle album, Liam.
Which I'm too warm, so I'm not doing it.
Please.
I don't have your favorite Beatles album. We left it at home.
No.
Oh, this one.
Yes.
She's obsessed with the Hard Day's Night with the Beatles, and Please Please Me. That means no more Hard Day's Nights for you. Ha ha. Anyway, where are we? So that's a 9 out of 10. Andrew Bird can sing. I like it more than I used to. At one point, I nearly hated that song. But now I like it. Well, here we go. I found that. You remember that? You remember that, old viewers? Remember that? Put it on my head.
Now we got this.
She was 2 years old at the time. Anyway, Andrew Bird can sing is a 9 out of 10. Oh. 401. Love it. Love it. There's nothing I can say. 10 out of 10. That's all I gotta say. And here we go. That's what you've all been waiting. I said Dr. Robert's gonna have a low rating. Now it's time for that low rating. Dr. Robert. It's probably gonna be the worst one. I'm gonna rate 5 out of 10. Dr. Robert gets a 5 out of 10. Everyone hear that? 5 out of 10 for Dr. Robert. Robert. Ha. 5 out of 10. Anyway, I want to tell you, like it. You be quiet, old man. I want to tell you it's a 10 out of 10. We're talking about how that's anti-bullying. Got to get you into my life. I'm not actually going to spoil the Minions movie, but does it really matter if I spoil the Minions credits? Does it matter? Hang on. Well, actually, I am going to spoil the movie a little bit. Sorry if you haven't seen it yet. I'm going to eat Liv. So, in the movie, they were in like the 1969, and they're like back in time, and they went up, they were in the sewer, they went up, and Beatles, like on Abbey Road, they just walked by them, singing With Love We Do on. And then the credits was Got to Get You Into My Life. And I was like, oh my gosh! I was so surprised. So that Got to Get You Into My Life is definitely a 10. I love it. Boy, this has been a really long album review. It's not the longest, I think, anyway. And Tomorrow Never Knows. Some people really like this song. It's not one of my. It's like considered one of a lot of people's favorite songs. It's not my favorite, but it's still a good song. It's still a 10. And I remembered this time the overall album is definitely a 10 out of 10. And tomorrow we'll be rating Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I've been listening to this album today and yesterday. Before yesterday and today. That's not a real American version. Which is, be quiet. I'm in the middle of talking about this one. So I was listening to the album. At first, I actually almost hated this album. I just listened to it today and yesterday, and I love it now. It's got to be one of my favorites. My favorite song on the album is Not a Day in the Life. It's not. That's actually one of my least favorites. My least favorite's probably Good Morning, A Day in the Life, and Being for the Benefit of Just a Kite when I'm 64. Anyway, so my favorite on the album is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. So I'm not going to get too deep into that. But that's the end of my Revolver album. It's 10 out of 10 for the album. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and suggest other bands I could do in the future. And don't forget to put your ratings on this album and my other album reviews. And we will see you later. And I am going to press a red button. Goodbye. I'm gonna go and press it. Nearly there.